Hi guys, welcome back. Here I am. So we're back to give you the second in our series of art tutorials for the Summer Stars reading program. I'm going to be drawing on my computer so you guys can follow along with what I'm doing, but you'll just need a pencil and paper and an eraser. So that's it. So without further ado, let's dive on into our drawing. Okay guys, so today we're going to be drawing a wizard. So we're going to start off with his head. And we're going to do a circle. Then we're going to do a line down at an angle at the back. And a line down here going straight down. And we join them up in the bottom. That's his body. He's kind of wearing robes. And then these kind of lines are going to be his hands. So we do these. So these are just guidelines. Do these very lightly. They're just going to tell us where we're going to do the details when we begin doing the next part of the drawing. Okay. So we do it lightly. Now we're going to draw over that. And we're going to use our guidelines. So they tell us that the head is here, so that's where we're going to put the two eyes. And he's going to be looking at something in his hand. He's basically going to be reading his spell book. Book of spells. So we do a little nose. It's kind of like an L shape. And then you do the kind of beard. I'm going to do the beard like this. Of course, you can give any sort of design to the beard if you want. You make it as long or as short as you want. You could go down as far as his toes if you want. I'm just going to bring it down to about here. Okay, there, very quickly we have his face looking okay. We're going to give him his ears, and the ears are usually in line with the eyes, so you kind of make them on the same level with the eyes. So now with the mouth, I want you to imagine the number 6, and then I want you to imagine that you're drawing the number 6 in reverse, and you're filling in that circle, like that. So now we go to the mouth, we do the number 6 in reverse, and then we fill in the circle. And we have him out. And I'm leaving a little bit at the bottom because I kind of want to give the hint of teeth in his mouth. So I get rid of that, and now I'm going to do his hat. I draw a line going across. A little line going up here now. This is the brim of his hat, and the same in the front. And then there's going to be like a band of fabric across the middle of his hat over here. So I'm going to do 2 lines like this. Okay. And then we come up here on that side, and there's going to be a curve in the top of his hat. Okay, I don't like that. I'm going to do that again. Okay, so I'll do the top part of the hat here now, and then I'll join it up to that line, and then we're joining it up here. There you go, look. The hat would have kind of bend in the top, and a little fold where it would have been bent over. It's kind of like the wizard Gandalf. And we do the front of his mouth, or front of his face, sorry. So now I'm going to do a little guideline for where his hand is over here. And I'm going to draw him holding a staff. So I'm going to do a kind of roughly where I think he's going to be holding the staff. I'm going to hold it at an angle. So now we're going to draw the hand. And I want you to imagine that you are drawing the letter U. And you're doing the U on its side, like that. So now we're going to go up to the hand. And we're going to draw our letter U on a side like that. And it's like a finger. And another one. Another U. And another U. And then you link them all up. That's the back of his hand. And then you do a little shape for his thumb. Very quickly you have a hand that's holding something. And in this case he's holding his staff. So the staff is just 2 parallel lines going down. And we're using our guideline to say that they're going down this way. Remember, the guideline is exactly that. It's just a guideline. You don't have to stick completely to it. And at the top we're going to put a few little bits of kind of twine or rope, and that's attaching on a crystal. So we put crystal as a circle, and I'm going to put a little line here, kind of like that, and that's going to be like a reflection in the crystal on the top of his staff. Okay, so now let's see, let's do a little curve here, and we'll join up with his shoulder over here. And you can see it's kind of like he's wearing robes, and now we go down at an angle. Again, we're using our guideline, but we don't have to draw exactly on top of it. And then we draw down the front. I'm going to put a bit of curve there. He's kind of bent forward a bit. And with a robe, you can have lots of folds and things. So there's going to be a little bit here where it's folding. So the arm of the robe goes back up like this. And then there's a fold. Maybe too far. I'll just do it again. The arm goes up there. And then we have the folds underneath the arm. You can see now his body's kind of getting there now. So now we're going to do the other hand. We're going to do our little guideline maybe first. So we're going to draw a little circle here as a guideline for where the hand on the other arm is going to be. So we have the hand set up, so now we draw a little bit heavier. We do the other arm, which is in a kind of a robe, so it hangs down like that. A little curve like that. It's almost like a U shape again, and then a curve on the bottom, and as far as there. And now we're going to draw the book he's holding. So we put a straight line up there, do a line straight going up there, then a line come back, and a straight line, and a line up the middle, and a line like this, and this is the pages in the book. I'm just on the cover now, so I'm just doing a line, and it's the same as the other shape. We do the cover on this side, and now we're going to do a little ribbon, which is going to be like a bookmark. So we just like hanging down here. You see them in books, these kind of bookmarks. Okay, and just put another line for the hand, and there's the hand. Okay, so I mean most of the body is done now, so what we're going to begin worrying about now, we're going to focus on now, is kind of adding details. So maybe a little pattern on his robe sleeve, which is just 2 lines that I just drew up on the arm there. I'm thinking maybe putting like some stars or some sort of design on the hat and maybe on the clothes. Just do it in the hat now. And maybe some extra lines into the beard like that. Just a few. And then we'll do a pattern along the bottom. So just draw a line along the bottom that kind of matches the bottom of the robe. And you have a little, and we're going to put maybe, let's go and maybe another line on that sleeve. And oh yeah, do you know what we can do is we can actually have a little potion bottle on the ground here in front of him, which is where he has some of his magic potions that he makes. And we'll draw another one, and we'll draw this behind it. So it's really, the shape of that is really just kind of a rectangular on the top and then a circle on the bottom. Okay. And now we're doing a little few, you're just seeing little lines appearing here now, and you can do the same. You could add patterns on his robe, so we'll put more stars on the robe here, more stars over here. But I mean, you could put whatever kind of design you want on it. There could be strange symbols, magic symbols, or simple shapes like squares or circles or diamonds, or kind of look at patterns you see in jumpers. Like here's, I'm just going to put a zigzaggy sort of pattern on the bottom here. Just adds a bit more detail. And that's pretty much him done, just as we finish off these. Obviously you could do more things. I put little stoppers in the top of the potion bottles. You could do more kind of patterns. If you don't like the book, you could give him like a piece of paper he's holding, or he could be holding one of those potion bottles. Lots of things. Even draw a background, the rest of his laboratory where he makes magic. Anyway, there's our wizard. Hi, so that's it. That's our wizard. I hope you enjoyed it. If you had any trouble following it, remember all you have to do is just rewind the video and you can take it up from that point. You can add in your own details, backgrounds and color, whatever you like. We would love to see those drawings. So if you can, send them into the library page, and the library will use them and put them up online as part of an online video gallery at the end of the month. I'm going to be back next week with the third in the series of art tutorials. If you didn't catch last week's tutorial, it's still up online. You can go and you can link to it and follow that one as well and send in your drawing. But in the meantime, I hope you keep well and I hope you keep safe, and I look forward to catching you again next week. Bye bye.